give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle shit.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah. Shorty ought to been my me. Oh yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. I down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a buying, the lease in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it, the is mad. In them baggins, I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for a doubt, she don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one in the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Pete here on the return. And some room to roam now. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First and 10, here's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Here's Brady. And that is incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
And they've stopped them on the first 2 downs. Obviously, this is an important play coming up here. I think it's more so for the guys on defense, because if they stop them here, I think they've set the tone for the entire game, how difficult it's going to be to score on them.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground. From a long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
From midfield, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's going to be grabbed and Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Brady to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Elliott. No, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Brady being chased out left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here you go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady on the move to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
An extra quarter on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Prescott from the gun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Edelman. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position?
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot. And
Prescott stripped, and the Patriots have it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, get it. Two-hand monster, both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wait, 20! 380!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now White. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Brady. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
20!
To throw again, Brady. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Go. Here we go. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll escape to his left. The ball comes out. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They stay on the ground with White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Buying time to his left. And he's got some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Wait, 20!
Now they'll throw with Brady. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott being chased out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Adrian Bourne able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Flush to his right. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, it's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Prescott. Fighting to stay upright. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 47. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing, Prescott. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to. Throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
26, 26.
Prescott now, option right. He pitches it out. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Prescott forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield.
He's got a man, complete. A gain of 32 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And remember here, no timeouts.
And this may be a case of too little, too late, unless they throw one towards the end zone and get a hit.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because